Young and the Restless spoilers reveal Billy and Jack's feud. A tale of failure and regret. The relationship between Billy Abbott and his brother Jack has always been one of the most complex and profound on The Young and the Restless. The tension between them has lasted for years, from conflicts within the Abbott company to personal conflicts that each of them has faced. However, after all, it seems that the two brothers have found a moment of peace as Billy begins to distance himself from his plans for revenge and Jack believes that his brother has truly changed. A new beginning and faith for Billy. For a long time, Billy has been a model of failure and bad decisions. But in Jack's eyes, Billy is now a man seeking redemption. A man determined to change and start over. Billy gave up the revenge plans that had haunted him for a long time. Especially the revenge intentions against the Newman family, especially Victor Newman, his longtime enemy and the Abbott company. Seeing this change, Jack began to trust Billy more than ever. He felt that his younger brother had finally realized the mistakes of the past and decided to focus on better things. Therefore, Jack gave optimistic and encouraging comments, believing that Billy could make a new start, a path that was no longer entangled with the shadows of the past. Investment and support from Jack. Jack's belief in Billy did not stop at words. Jack not only praised but also showed strong support for Billy. In particular, Jack invested a large sum of money in Abbott Communications, hoping that Billy would be able to rebuild the company and take it to new heights. Jack not only saw potential in Billy, but he also wanted to make sure his brother had the financial backing to succeed. When Jack put his trust in Billy, he also put his trust in the recovery of Abbott Communications. Jack's investment was not only a financial support, but also a clear signal that Jack believed that Billy would no longer fall into the temptation of revenge, and instead use his talent and creativity to do something positive for the company. Mistakes await. However, as in any story, the truth is sometimes not as expected. Although Jack created a space for Billy to change, an opportunity for him to realize new dreams, Billy was once again lost. Under the facade of an older brother who wanted to start his life over, Billy had not yet truly let go of his grudges and wrong decisions of the past. He is still planning actions that could destroy everything Jack has done to help him. Although Jack believes that Billy will never return with his revenge plan on the Newman family, the reality may not be so simple. Billy begins to associate with people who can help him break Abbott Communications from the inside, and the huge mistakes he is making are gradually revealed. These wrong decisions may lead to a complete collapse not only of his career but also of the brotherly relationship between Jack and Billy. The truth revealed and the consequences. As Billy's mistakes are gradually revealed, the relationship between him and Jack will no longer be the same. Jack will have to face the truth that his trust in Billy has been betrayed. Regret and disappointment will rise in Jack, as he realizes that his efforts and investments in Billy may have been a mistake. The feeling of betrayal will be even greater when Billy not only ruins their career, but also destroys the brotherly relationship they have worked so hard to rebuild. When the truth about Billy's hidden plans is revealed, Jack will face a difficult choice. Should he continue to trust the brother he once loved, or cut off that relationship to protect his family and career? The feud between Billy and Jack will become an emotional battle where not only is it revenge but also a breakdown of trust, of hope for a better future for both. Billy and Jack's relationship is always challenging and volatile. Although there are moments when they can heal and find harmony again, Billy's mistakes will likely leave them facing wounds that cannot be easily overcome. As the truth about Billy's actions comes to light, will Jack be able to forgive his brother again? Or will their relationship be forever broken? Billy and Jack's future depends not only on the decisions they make, but also on how they deal with the emotions and wounds of their past. And in this story, one thing is certain. The feud between Billy and Jack will continue to be one of the most dramatic and poignant episodes on The Young and the Restless. Billy Abbott and his secret affair with Aristotle Dumas. Self-destructiveness and painful consequences. Billy Abbott has always been one of the most complex and controversial characters on The Young and the Restless. He is someone who always makes people think about their decisions, especially the decisions that can lead to self-destruction. Despite his progress in changing himself, Billy still cannot escape the shadow of his past, the shadow of impulse, of mistakes and revenge. And when he falls into a secret agreement with Aristotle Dumas, it becomes even more complicated, causing not only Billy but also those around him to face unpredictable consequences. Billy Abbott, the self-destructive man. Billy has always been a character with conflicting thoughts and actions. Although there are moments when he affirms that he will change and seek redemption, his decisions keep repeating the same mistakes. Billy's relationship with the Abbott family, especially Jack, proves that he cannot escape his inner problems easily. His lack of confidence, impulsive decisions, and obsession with revenge have led to his downfall on more than one occasion. With all that has happened in his past, there is no reason to think that Billy will ever truly change. He always finds a way to sabotage himself, whether it is through rash decisions or extreme actions in stressful situations. And this once again becomes the center of the story when Billy decides to enter into a secret deal with Aristotle Dumas, a powerful and dangerous figure in the business world. The secret relationship with Aristotle Dumas, a shady plan. Aristotle Dumas is not someone who trusts easily, and his approach to Billy suggests that he sees a weakness in Billy that he can exploit. Aristotle was a man with a clear goal, to gain power and control, and he promised to help Billy deal with Victor Newman, the Abbott family's longtime enemy. Dumas knew that Billy wanted more than just revenge on Victor. He also wanted a foothold in the business war, and so he offered a promising deal. Aristotle promised that Billy would not be directly responsible for the consequences of this plan. According to him, Billy could keep his hands clean and just use Dumas' connections to achieve his goals without getting involved in dirty deeds. To achieve this, Dumas promised that he would deal with Victor and all the consequences of the plan, thereby allowing Billy to get the revenge he desired without having to face the unforeseen consequences. Power and ambition. Secret motives. While Billy tries to convince himself that he simply wants to right past wrongs and prove his worth, it seems that ambition and power are the main driving forces behind his actions. Billy cannot deny that power, control, and especially eliminating Victor from the game are integral parts of his plan. While he may justify his actions with the excuse of wanting to prove himself, in the end, power and revenge are still the goals that Billy pursues. This leads Billy into a relationship that could potentially destroy everything he has built. Aristotle Dumas is not someone anyone can trust, and Billy's association with him is just another example of Billy's thoughtlessness in choosing his allies. Dumas knows how to lure Billy into his trap, using promises of revenge and power to pull Billy into a world he cannot escape. Painful consequences when Billy destroys himself. Although Billy thought he had the situation under control, the reality is that he is slowly driving himself into a quagmire he cannot escape. Billy's past mistakes have never been fully resolved, and now he is on the path to destroying everything he has ever built. Billy's relationship with Jack, one of the only people who has always believed in and supported him, will certainly be severely affected by this decision. If things fall apart and the secret relationship with Dumas is exposed, the consequences will not only be the collapse of his career but also an irreparable rift in the Abbott family. Billy may not only lose his career but also the respect of his loved ones, especially Jack. Although Jack once believed that Billy could change if Billy's plan was exposed, that belief would be completely shattered. Jack would have to face the painful truth that his brother had never truly changed, and all the help he had given Billy would turn out to be a huge mistake. As things slowly start to fall apart, Billy will realize that he has no control over what is happening. Aristotle Dumas is a powerful figure but also dangerous and cunning. Billy has entered a game that he cannot win, and it will cost him dearly. While Billy thinks he can keep his hands clean, the reality is quite the opposite. Every action, no matter how indirect, will have consequences, and when the truth is revealed, Billy will be faced with choices that he cannot undo. Billy, despite his moments of seeking redemption, always falls into bad decisions and self-destructs. His secret relationship with Aristotle Dumas is just one example of Billy's impulsiveness and lack of thinking. When his actions are exposed, the consequences will not only be the collapse of his career, but also a great damage to his family relationships. Billy and Jack's relationship will never be the same, and Billy may have to face loneliness and regret when he realizes he has lost everything because of a blind plan for revenge. Billy has put himself on a path of no return, and he will be the one to pay the price for those mistakes. The complex relationships and bad decisions of the characters always create dramatic plots and have a profound impact on their lives. One of the current stories full of tension is the relationship between Billy Abbott and his brother Jack. When Billy decides to enter into a secret relationship with Aristotle Dumas, whom no one can fully trust, the painful consequences begin to appear and cause great turmoil in the Abbott family. Jack, who always believed in Billy's ability to change, will certainly be furious when he realizes the truth about what Billy is doing. Billy Abbott, a self-destructive person. Billy Abbott, one of the prominent characters on The Young and the Restless, is always a person who creates constant trouble and puts himself in difficult situations. Although he has been given many opportunities to change and correct his mistakes, Billy can never escape the temptation of revenge and risky plans. Instead of focusing on his work and family, Billy continues to choose a dangerous and treacherous path. These wrong choices make him increasingly distant from his family, especially his brother Jack, who always wants to help Billy find the right path. The relationship between Billy and Jack, although it has been through many challenges, has always had a solid foundation of brotherly affection and trust. Jack, who has always watched over and protected Billy, always hoped that his brother would change and start over. However, their relationship is now on the verge of collapse when Jack discovers Billy's dark actions. The secret relationship with Aristotle Dumas. A dangerous plan. When Billy decides to enter into a secret agreement with Aristotle Dumas, whose intentions and plans are unclear, he puts himself in a dangerous situation. Aristotle is a powerful figure, but also full of scheming and mystery. What Billy thinks is an opportunity to get revenge on Victor Newman and the Newman family is actually a trap set by Aristotle. Dumas promises to help Billy get revenge on Victor without involving Billy in any shady dealings, but in reality, Billy is caught up in a game he cannot control. Aristotle understands that Billy has a clear goal, to regain power and control, and to achieve this, Dumas has created an alliance he cannot refuse. Billy thinks he will keep his hands clean and just stay behind the scenes, but the reality is not as he thought. Aristotle not only has his own shady goals, but also has deep-seated plans that could cost Billy everything. Jack discovers the truth. Rage rising. When Jack discovers the secret relationship between Billy and Aristotle, he will not be able to contain his rage. Jack, who has invested so much trust and resources in Billy, will now feel deeply betrayed. In Jack's eyes, Billy has not only ruined his only chance to start over, but has also put the entire Abbott family at risk. Billy's relationship with Aristotle Dumas not only threatens Abbott communications, but also poses a great danger to everything Jack has built. Jack will not be able to forgive Billy when he realizes that his brother not only lied about the new beginning but also acted as if everything was fine and revenge was over. Billy's deception about his true intentions and his attempt to hide his relationship with Aristotle will leave Jack feeling deceived and insulted. Furthermore, when Jack realizes that Billy is being drawn into a risky scheme that is out of his control, he will not hesitate to warn Billy that he is courting disaster. Billy is ruining everything. The terrifying consequences. Billy, with all his bad decisions, will begin to realize that joining Aristotle's plan is not only a huge mistake, but also could lead to the bankruptcy of everything he has worked so hard to build. Billy's relationship with Jack will be irreparably damaged, and the consequences of this decision will affect not only the company but also the family relationship, trust, and unity within the Abbott family. Jack will not only fear that Billy will anger Victor, but will also doubt whether Billy can get out of the deal with Aristotle without getting caught up in uncontrollable trouble. The combination of Billy and Aristotle will make everyone in the Abbott family feel threatened and uneasy. Billy's wrong actions will create an unstoppable chain of events, and everything can collapse in the blink of an eye. As Jack continues to receive shocking news about Billy's actions, he becomes more and more certain that his brother's decision was a grave mistake. Billy's next steps will be an inevitable retaliation against all those who betrayed him and placed their trust in Billy's plans. Jack will not hesitate to issue a stern warning that Billy will pay for these mistakes and that if he does not stop, all will be lost. Billy and Jack's relationship on The Young and the Restless has always been challenging, but with the mistakes Billy is making, the current situation could be the end of it all. Billy's secret relationship with Aristotle Dumas is posing a huge risk not only to Abbott communications but also to the unity of the Abbott family. Jack's rage will be inevitable as he realizes Billy's betrayal and the mistakes his brother is making. In the end, will Billy be able to see his mistake before it's too late? And will Jack be able to forgive his brother after all that's happened? These questions will haunt the Abbott family for a long time to come. Subscribe to YNR for the latest news on our channel.